Hi friends, this is Lady Flora, and in this video I wanted to show you our updated dining room slash homeschool room. It's been a little while since I've done a video about this space, and we recently got a new Collax shelf to put in there, and it's made like a really big difference. But before I do that, if you're new to this channel, I'm a working homeschooling mom of 3, Songbird who is 7 years old, Man Cub who is 4 years old, and Baby Professor who is 1 year old. We are classical, eclectic, Charlotte Mason-inspired unschoolers who love literature, arithmetic, self-expression, and storytelling of all kinds. I think that makes sense. So if you're into that sort of thing, you should subscribe or ring the bell if you want to be notified of future videos. So this is our red chair that a dear friend gave us, and it's perfect for, we do some lessons here, we do story time here. It will seat an adult and a child, so it's good for when you want to kind of snuggle a little bit, but then the arms are kind of hard, so it's not for like long-term snuggling. And then this rocking chair here is pretty old, and baby bear likes to stand in it, and if you want to see a photo of him standing in it, you should go check out my Instagram. And then right here we have this print that I got a long time ago. It says, "Trust that meaningful conversation can change the world." And we just really like that. It really sets the tone or the theme of our homeschool. And then we have this cute little tiny table that really needs another coat of paint that a friend of my mom's gave me. And it's got 3 chairs for 3 kiddos. And we do some lessons here, but mostly this is kind of like overflow. Like if a kid is not sitting happily at the table, they might want to sit here and do some drawing or work in a workbook. This is a pretty cool little table that my mom actually designed when she got married, and my grandpa, her dad, made it for her. And it's got 2 leaves in it, and I think there's another one, so it could get a little bigger. But it works perfectly for this space here. And here is our high chair for Baby Bear. It works pretty well for him. We like to have everybody sitting at the table. So over here we have a little shelf with some read-alouds on it and some storybooks and things like that. We've got our little Native Americans set up because we are learning about American history. And I actually had this flag. This is like a colonial flag with the 13 stars, and I had that in the window for a little while, but we took it out, and so it's kind of like a little reading nook. Although to be honest, it's just used, that chair there for the moment is just used so that Baby Bear can stand on it and see what the big kids are doing at the table. And this basket right here usually holds our library books, but it also holds some other books, just kind of like books that we are into lately. And I think I'm the only one who knows which ones are the library books and which ones are ours, but that's okay. We have not accidentally returned one of our books yet. This is, I'm kind of excited, this is our bulletin board. And here, let me come over here to show it to you. It's this enormous bulletin board that we've had for a long time, and I almost got rid of it so many times, but my husband convinced me to keep it, and I'm really glad we did because it fits this wall perfectly. And I'm trying to store a lot of things on here that we are just currently working on. So we've got our calendar here, which my daughter is really grasping well as a 7-year-old, and my 4-year-old is kind of just beginning to learn about. I made these wheels that tell the seasons, and this was really fun to make. It was kind of based off of a Waldorf idea, and this tells what time of day it is. It's night or morning. Right now it is noon. And then these are just some these are from, I don't know if you recognize them, but they're from the math curriculum for the good and the beautiful, and they were just so cute. I didn't want to get rid of them, but so I just put them up there, and they fit with our Native American, they fit with our American history unit study, aka Classical Conversations Cycle 3. And then these are some math facts that I'm really wanting my daughter to focus on. We've really been talking a lot about how if 7 plus 7 is 14, then 7 plus 6 would be 13, and 7 plus 8 would be 15, and stuff like that, and how that could be a great way to find the answer to a math problem that maybe you're not so sure of. And then this is the first kind of phrase of the Latin memory work that we're doing in CC this year that I'm really excited about. I believe it's the first chapter of the book of John. And I've had these used to be magnets, but the magnet part came off, and I just think they look like fun little props for the age of exploration. Here's a map that my daughter drew that I was really proud of, map of the world. And then here's some more of our Latin translation from the first chapter of John. And then here is one of the worksheets that we use for our classical conversations memory work. When my daughter fills it out, which she does with my mom, I just stick it here on our bulletin board, and we kind of use it, we reference it as we're studying, just like this. This is our, instead of having a textbook, we use these printouts that you can get from the Classical Conversation website. And then over here, this door goes out to our backyard, and we are always in the backyard, coming and going back and forth. So the area gets a little crazy, but it's a metal door, and it's perfect for displaying some of their artwork. So we've been doing more crafts lately, cutting out construction paper and making pictures. And so we did a flag, and we also did jack-o'-lanterns because it is Halloween time. And if we pan all the way over here, this is our huge Collects shelf that we got from IKEA that is just really blessing us so much, and it fits quite well in the space. I believe it's the 5, it's just like 5 by 5, and it stores a lot of stuff, and I don't even understand why I have so much stuff, but we do. And so I'll just start over here. We've got I decided to organize the books by color, and I actually find that that's a really fun way to organize the books rather than by subject. If I know the book that I'm looking for, I just come over to the color section, and it actually kind of inspires me. So like if I'm looking for Life of Fred, I'm reminded that devotions are here and our joke book is here, and that I want to maybe do some of that today as well as the Butter Battle book by Dr. Seuss, which is a really, really good book. And down here, we just have so much paper projects in our house. So I needed to get these. These are from IKEA as well. They're made of cardboard, and they're very inexpensive. I don't know how much, but like $2 or something. My daughter's always making books, so this is where I'm storing them because she wants to look at them after she's made them. And they're just made out of, paper and staples and things like that. And then so many drawings. So I put as many of them in here as I can. And then when we get worksheets, maybe from church or from CC or just any kind of worksheets we get, I put in here, and then at the end of the year, I organize that and make a little portfolio for the year. And then this is her journal. I've been having her trying to write something in it every day, and it's just something that she wants to write. I give her suggestions, but usually she wants to write something else, and I try to make her write 4 or more lines. So it's just supposed to be something that she enjoys, but it gets her creativity and her writing skills being used. And yeah, so we're trying to work through this book, and I'm really enjoying it, but my daughter told me that it was boring, and so I think I need to convince her that it's not boring, because it's not. It's really good. And up here are the yellow and orange books, but I also have this game stored up here, Sum Swamp, which has been a really, really great math game for when you're having just a bad math day or you want to have a fun Friday or something. That game is awesome. Probably for second graders, or a couple years before, a couple years after. And we've got coloring books mixed in there. This book is really good. I might do a video on some of the math books that we've gotten recently. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to do that. And we have a fan here because this room is very hot and sunny, which I love. I love the sunniness, but in the summertime, it's just so hot in here. We need a fan. These are our blue books. So we have poetry in here mixed in with some math books, and our Train of States books. This book is really fun. I show you the inside of this book in one of my CC book hauls. I'll put it up in the top if you want to look at that. Teaching Reading, The Ordinary Parent's Guide to Teaching Reading. I have not used this yet. Somebody gave me this, and let me know if you're using it and you like it, because I'm really curious about it. I mean, I could just look at it. It's on my shelf, but I want to know what you guys think about it. And down here I've got a pre-K book that I'm using with my 4-year-old son right now that he really enjoys. And this is the reading curriculum that we did use, Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. I believe I have a video about that too. I'll put up on the top left. This world history book is really good, Illustrated History of the World. This is from our Miquon Math. So this is our math curriculum that we've been using for the past year or so, and we really like it. Again, I'll put a video if you're interested. And then these are games and puzzles that my 4-year-old son really likes. So this can be really great for him to work on while my daughter's doing something maybe where she needs more of my attention, but my son kind of wants to hang out and be involved. And also back here we have a charging thing where we charge our Bluetooth speaker, and my laptop for work and my phone for work are also being charged back there. And they're usually on this shelf right here. Here are some notebooks, just some blank notebooks. Dinotopia, this is such a great book. Another workbook, some art books. And then here we've got some green books. I just love categorizing them by color. Our Old World Echoes. We haven't gotten the New World Echoes, but I'm very curious about it. And the big 2nd grade workbook. I believe she's almost finished with that one. And down here, this is our Melissa and Doug beads that we use for doing math. The Kingfisher Atlas of the Ancient World. I've used that every year with CC. It's useful. It's a good book to have. And Lord of the Rings. And this is where the kids store their laptops. This is a piggy bank that we got at like a recycling thing where they told us about certain things that could be recycled. And so this is a cardboard piggy bank. It's a little bug jar that my son really loves. He loves to play with those bugs. And then, oh my goodness, I'll just show you a couple of things here and there. This drawer is really messy. I just shoved a bunch of stuff in here. But I think we all have drawers like that. There's a lot of flashcards in here, and also some wipes because the baby's high chair is right here, and some bibs are in here, but let's not look at that anymore. Let's see. In here we've got some construction paper and drawing paper. And Here we have a lot of our stickers and kind of like teachery things like my X-Acto knife, so they can't reach that. The twine, which is a very popular item in our house, and the glitter, which is not as popular as I would have thought it was going to be. And here's some more teachery things. The stapler, which my daughter uses almost every single day when she's making her books. And then these are the little clothespins that I used on my bulletin board. And various paper clips and things. And this is where the glue is kept, and some other stickers. These are all the little mini books from the Good and the Beautiful Level 1 or Level K Language Arts. I don't know where to keep them, and so this is a good place for them. And then this has been really, really a great way for me to organize. You just stamp your child's work on the date that they completed it, and you don't have to worry about writing something down or thinking or anything. You just set it to the date and stamp it, and then now you know when they did it. And I love that. It's very easy. And here we have this little portable, see, these don't go here, this little portable thing with all of our colored pencils, markers, scissors, etc. And this is a toy that my son really loves. It's not really a toy, but he really likes to just put those two pieces together, and how can you blame him? I mean, it's very soothing how they just fit together so nicely. And here's a little wooden top and some more flashcards back there. And this is where we keep all of our extra crayons. We have a lot of crayons. I don't understand why we have so many crayons. And this is like a traveling crayon thing. It unrolls. It's really cute. And again, a great place to store crayons is in this little matchbox. And then these are magnetic words that you can use to make sentences with. Now this is probably going to explode. This is all of our craft supplies. We have tissue paper in here. We have pom-poms, so many chenille stems, more twine, and just so many things. Peg dolls. Like when you order stuff on Amazon, they send you a ton of stuff, way more stuff than I think I could ever use. And feathers, we've got feathers too. So we've got to really get on it and start making some crafts because we have way too much stuff. This is where our paint is. So we have these, again, Amazon huge bottles of tempera paint that are really good. Smocks and our newspaper and our watercolors are in there too. And then these are all of our math manipulatives and toys and things like that. We've got dice for playing addition and subtraction, division and multiplication games. We've got these rocks that I made a long time ago that have all numbers on them and addition and subtraction. Lots of our manipulatives from the Good and the Beautiful Math Level K, our season peg dolls, no, our month peg dolls. Now these don't really go in here. These are letters for spelling words, and some coins. These coins, somebody gave them to me. They go on an overhead projector, which apparently is an antiquated device. So I'm not sure if I should keep them, but my kids seem to really like them. So here they are. Some flashcards. And this is also supposed to be science in here, although we don't have a whole lot of sciencey things, but this is my daughter's rock collection. And some weaving projects. Weaving just seems sort of mathematical to me, so that's why it's in here. It's more organized than it looks, I think. And then in here we have kind of an overflow of binders and notebooks. More binders and notebooks and paper. We just buy computer paper. It's like the cheapest way to have lots and lots of paper. And these are all of our zoo books and National Geographic Little Kids and Highlight books that we've been given that I keep thinking I'm going to reuse. And I haven't yet, but I mean the zoo books we'll always use these, but the highlights I'm not sure. I'll have to see if I can get my other children interested in them. These are where we keep the placemats for our dinner table. And then this is kind of new, but this is where Baby Bear plays when he is just underfoot and interested in everything that we're doing and he needs to be distracted. There's lots of toys in here. And I just got this idea from Dina at Pursuing Peace. It's like a little game for toddlers where you just cut a slit in the top of the container and then they put the popsicle sticks in there. And he is really pretty interested in it. It was pretty entertaining for him. I can put this away now. And up here we've just got some feathers in a vase and a Luna moth and a globe and a ship and a magnifying glass, because learning is all about discovery. It's the age of discovery here. And this is that really beautiful maps book, and I have it open to a map of the United States because that's what we're studying right now. Right here by the window, I've got our fall seasonal peg doll and our October peg doll and our little solar pumpkin head dancing guy. We really like having a combined dining room, homeschool room. I think it brings us all together and it saves a lot of space too. So until we meet again, enjoy your children, rest in God's grace, and have a sublime day.